Well, then I guess you and me have something in common, because I went to a state school, my parents never went to university, and also the college that I went to, it wasn't a college where it's natural for students to go to higher education, let alone go to a quite competitive course such as medicine.
I don't think there is a stereotypical medical student anymore. There's quite a diverse nature of medical student at the moment, and that's good for medicine. Patients in particular really like it. I think they quite appreciate it when there's a different accent, when there's someone who knows a bit more about the world and can relate to them.
I wasn't either, in my opinion. Coming from a residential special needs school, spending time in the care system in this country, you are an individual, and you can, if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything.
I certainly wasn't your typical medical student. I came from an area where nobody went to university. There was a lot of sort of crime. A lot of people I know have gone to jail, and a lot of my education wasn't very good.
My parents didn't go to medical school, they're not doctors, they didn't go to university. My school as well wasn't a fee-paying school, it wasn't a very good school at all. The classrooms, the lessons were more like crowd control. There was people running across the table, people hitting each other, chucking things at each other.
The assumption that all medical students are children of doctors is completely wrong. I personally, my parents didn't go to university, and I also don't have any doctors in my family, so I think that should motivate you even more to achieve that.
Well, I'm not your stereotypical medical student. My parents never went into, never had a degree. I'm the first person that's doing medicine from my household. And there is a very big stereotype as to what a medical student is, as to who can be your doctor. And I think that's something that probably needs to break. Anyone can actually go into medicine. To highlight that I'm not a stereotypical medical student is that I did MMA, which is mixed martial arts, and I also do drama and dance. So that's two very different ends of the spectrum, whereas I do both of them.
My parents weren't doctors. My parents weren't even university educated. I think my father had an A-level, my mother didn't. I didn't go to have any private education, and there's more and more people like that coming through now. So don't feel that you don't deserve to be there or you can't do it, you can.
Neither of my parents went to university. I certainly didn't go to a fee-paying school. I still managed to do it, and I had a really good time, made lots of friends, didn't have any problems fitting in. And I think it's important to remember that there's no such thing as a stereotypical medical student. There are medical students from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds, people from all over the country and from other countries as well.
I'm not from a family where we have doctors. I am the first medical student in my family. I was kind of surprised when I came to university about how many other people there were like me. You won't be the only one.
It depends what people think is a stereotypical medical student. So I also didn't go to a private school, and my parents don't earn a lot of money. I wouldn't worry if you don't think that you're a stereotypical medical student, because I don't think there actually is one when you get into university. You all have the same interests, you all enjoy doing sport, you all enjoy socialising and having a joke. You are all together and you end up making a group of friends where, regardless of what background everyone's from.
If you really, really want something, even if you haven't got the same background as maybe somebody else in your position, you can definitely get past that, really push through that.